Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Karaker coming at you with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the AEW Unrivaled Series 9, The Machine, Brian Cage. Yeah, super stoked for this one. This was honestly one of probably my top 10 most requested figures. Like, I've been wanting them to do a Brian Cage pretty much ever since they started making these AEW figures, and it's about freaking time. It's been a long time coming, but you know what they say, better late than never. Anyways, can't wait to open them up. But anyways, starting off with the packaging, of course, we got Brian Cage. He is number 74, Series 9. Of course, Unrivaled Collection. Of course, picture of Brian Cage. Of course, same thing on the side here, number 74, Series 9. AEW, and the letter for the secret message is A? Yeah, it's an A. And on the back is a picture of Brian Cage. This is from Rampage, October 8th, 2021 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, when he took on Absolute Ricky Starks in a Philadelphia street fight for the FTW Championship. And it was actually a pretty good match. And then down below the other figures in the series, we got Eddie Kingston, of course Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, Christian Cage, Thunder Rosa, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Eddie Kingston I reviewed yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, check it out. Ricky Starks I'll be reviewing tomorrow. Christian Cage, I'm not too sure if I'm going to get him. I mean, I was never a big Christian fan. The figure's great, but I don't know. I was just never that big of a fan of Christian, so I don't know if I'm going to get him. And then Thunder Rosa, I also picked up. I will be reviewing her on Thursday. So tomorrow will be Ricky Starks, and the day after that will be Thunder Rosa. And then Powerhouse Hobbs, I have him coming from Amazon, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, that's it for the packaging, so let's open up Brian Cage and see what we have. We'll be right back. Alright, so here's Brian Cage. I have his packaging, and pretty decent figure, but to be honest with you, a little bit disappointing, because there's a couple things with this figure that really bring this figure down for me. I'll get into that later on. Anyways, first up is accessories. He comes with 2 pairs of hands. He has the, I guess you could say his hand sign. Kind of a weird hand sign if you ask me. And then a pair of standard grips. And he does have an alternate head, which I'll get into when I talk about the face sculpt, which will be right now. Alright, the default head is this screaming face, which I like. You know, it fits Brian Cage. You know, he does this expression a lot, and I think it looks like him. Looks very good. Of course, this guy's a trademark beard style with the mohawk. Yeah, looks good. And then here's the alternate head, which is just more of a standard. I don't know, I don't really see his likeness in this head sculpt. I mean, it's okay. So I'm probably going to display him with this. Alright, now moving down, and here's where my first complaint, well, actually both of my complaints come in. First up is the skin tone. He's too pale. He's too pale. As you see on the picture on the package, he's pretty tan. So he needs a darker skin tone. And also, he's not big enough. He is a little bit bigger than this, as you can tell by the picture, and if you watch some of his matches. So yeah, they still made him a big guy, but he's not big enough. So that's kind of disappointing. I mean, this guy was a freaking, you know, human action figure come to life. So you would think they would do him justice. You know, with giving him, like, as big of a torso as they could. But, I don't know. But for what it is, it's okay, I guess. His armbands are pretty cool with the symbols. And he's got the black and white trunks with the yellow designs. It says Cage on the front, and then the skull symbol on the back there, which is very cool. I'm a sucker for skulls, so I love seeing that. And the symbols on the knee pads, and then the pretty cool kick pads. I originally thought this was simplified. I don't know, because it looks a little too basic. But it is accurate from what I can tell from when I watched the match. Yeah, so cool. I think these are a new kick pad mold, which I like. So, not bad. For comparison, just to get an idea how big he is, you know, how tall he is, and also how big his torso is. Here he is with another big guy, Wardlow. So they're not the same size. But just to get an idea how big he is. Articulation is pretty standard for AEW figures. Head can rotate 360. Has the hinge at the neck, but mine's a little bit loose. But okay, go up and down. Arms, 360, in and out. Bicep, double jointed elbow with a very nice ratcheting joint. Rotate the wrist and then hinge of the wrist. Has the, of course, upper torso joint. I can go forward and back. Kind of swivel waist. Legs forward and back. In and out. Thigh, double jointed knee. Rotate at the boot. Hinge of the ankle and the slight angle pivot. Kind of wish that was painted white to match with the boot, but oh well. So like I said, you know, not that bad of a figure. I expected a little bit more from this figure. I mean, aside from the few issues I have with him, he's a little disappointing from what I was expecting, but still pretty decent figure. So quick final thoughts. Overall, not too bad of a figure. I mean, it's still pretty solid. Like I said, I was a little disappointed because, you know, he's not big enough, and also his skin tone should be more darker, you know, like a tanner skin tone. But really, aside from that, not bad. Like I said, I like the gear. Head sculpts are pretty good. Articulation's nice. You know, he poses pretty well. So like I said, not a bad figure. I just wish they made him a little bit bigger to make him more accurate, and also the more tan skin tone. But aside from that, pretty good figure. I can't wait to display him on my shelf with the rest of Team Taz when I get them. But I would say, if you're a Brian Cage fan, I would say definitely pick him up. He's definitely a good addition to the collection. Very underrated wrestler. I love this guy. That's why I requested a figure of him for so long. Like I said, very underrated. I mean, he's not like a 5-star classic match guy or anything like that, but he's still a pretty solid big guy. So I'd say pick him up if you can. He's about $9 on Ringside, so he's pretty cheap right now as I speak. And I don't think he's too expensive, and you know, on Amazon or whatever. So I'd say if you can find him for a good price, pick him up. Not too shabby. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out yesterday's review, which was Eddie Kingston. Stay tuned for tomorrow's review, which will be Absolute Ricky Starks. And also be sure to check out my AEW figure reviews playlist to see every AEW figure review I have done. And also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss a single review. And stay tuned for more reviews of WWE action figures, AEW action figures, toy hunts, stop motions, and more. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, remember, you can't touch my dream, and you can't touch my soul. I'm out. Take care, guys. Bye.